Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sage Tarot. I'm doing this live. However, most people are more than likely going to watch the replay, and that's perfectly fine. So today we're going to be going through all signs, all 12 signs of the zodiac, and we are going to go in order. We're going to start with Aries, and we're going to end with Pisces. Okay, we're going to be using the tarot, and then we'll be using the oracle cards. So let's get started with Aries. In this love reading using the tarot, we're going to be simply asking one basic question, which is, how does your person feel about you? Okay, I will, however, pull 3 cards, one for you, one for them, and one message from Spirit along with an oracle card. Okay, so we'll start with Aries, our beautiful, wonderful, fiery Aries. I do have some sound bowl healing music going on in the background for your information. So for you, we have the Wheel of Fortune. For your person, we have the Hierophant. And for the both of you, we have the 9 of Swords. Okay, Aries. So for you, we have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. This is a major arcana card. And this ties into destiny, fate. This is fated or meant to be, or you may be feeling like this is fated or meant to be. For your person, we have the Hierophant card. And in terms of how your person feels about you, your person feels like you are very wise decision when it comes to love. They also feel that there's something that they can learn from you. They feel like embarking on this journey into a relationship, having a connection with you would be very illuminating. They feel like there's a lot to learn from you. Okay, and for both of you, we do have the 9 of Swords, and this is about losing sleep. Okay, so 1, 2, or both of you are having some trouble sleeping, and it could be mostly because you're really deep in your thoughts about each other. You can't stop thinking about the connection. You can't stop thinking about how you feel about them. You can't stop thinking about perhaps something that they've said. You can't stop thinking about the fact that you feel like there's so much more to them that you don't know and you want to learn more about. You and your person can't stop thinking about the fact that they feel like they know you. They feel like you guys go way back. They feel like it may be the feeling of like knowing someone in a past life. Okay. There's also this kind of nervous energy here. Nervous like butterflies, not necessarily nervous as in and not feeling like someone's hiding something from you. It's more about like that butterfly kind of feeling, 9 of Swords energy. Okay. And then the message for Aries soul lesson has to do with fear. Okay. And the mantra is, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So for Aries, the major lesson that the divine is trying to teach the both of you is about how to overcome your fear. And this could quite literally be having a fear of love, fear of intimacy specifically. It's actually pretty common phenomenon. All right, so moving on, we're going to do Taurus now. Taurus. And after that, we will do Gemini. If you don't know what your true sign is, I encourage you to go and look up Vedic Astrology, VEDIC, okay? Vedic Astrology is what's going to tell you what your true sign, meaning your real sign is, okay? Western astrology is not very accurate. And so sometimes you may feel like readings or horoscopes don't really match up to real life. You never feel like they're on point. Well, if it feels like they're never on point, there's a reason for that. It's probably not your real sign. So I do have a link in the description box below in pretty much almost all my videos, and you can find out what your true sign is. You also want to look at what planet or what sign is in Venus, okay? Because Venus is a ruler of love. Okay. Taurus. Taurus, let's take a look. So for you, interesting, we have the Queen of Swords. So you've been a little bit dicey with your words. Interesting. For your person, we have the Hermit. And then for both of you, we have the Moon. So Queen of Swords, number one, this is a single mother card that could be a resonance for you, but also Queen of Swords, this is this feminine energy. It could be a male, but this is feminine energy. And this is the energy of being very cut and dry, very black and white, very kind of like this. You're the type of person you don't play games. Okay. You don't like to play games, especially in love. You don't like things that are ambiguous. You may be dealing with a Cancer. You may also be dealing with an air sign, so Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Okay, so Taurus, there's something about the way that you're communicating. It's very, very, very serious, and you're really not playing any games. Okay, that's just how you're showing up in the connection. Your person, the way that your person feels about you. We have the Hermit, okay, which is very interesting because typically the Hermit card denotes it's a major arcana card, and it usually means someone who's very private and mysterious and goes within. So the what Spirit is telling me is that your person, the way they feel about you is that you are very mysterious, Taurus. And it's attractive to them. There's something about it. See the way that this person's kind of looking in the lamp here? It's almost like they're trying to figure something out. So your person's like trying to figure you out. They're trying to figure out like how you tick, I want to say. And then for the both of you, we have the Moon. So Spirit is telling me very clearly when it comes to your relationship, Taurus, with whoever you're with, the path of the journey that you're on with this person, there are some hidden things. And I want to say it's on both ends. Also, the both of you have kind of been like lone wolves for a majority of your lives, and coming into a relationship is something that you take very seriously. It's not something that you're not looking for like a fling or anything like that. But you both have secrets, okay? You're not the only mysterious one. Your person also has some secrets, and there may be a reason why they're hiding it. You could have somebody who you're probably with somebody who has Scorpio in your chart as well. Okay, we are going to, of course, take a look at an oracle card for you as well before we move on to Gemini. Spirits, guides, ancestors, please provide a message, an oracle card for our Taurus and their person. Give us insight to a lesson, advice, or a sign for them. And like I said, I do have some sound bowl music going on in the background. And that is a frequency or vibration of love attraction, okay? So some of you who may be single or still kind of in the beginning stages of your relationship, and that's why we have that. How beautiful is this? Empathy. So the message for Taurus is, I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So going back to the card that we pulled, that Moon card, as you both move along in your journey together in the connection, the divine, your ancestors, your guides want you to be open, want you to be have empathy, have compassion, really be able to see both sides to a situation. So this is kind of one of those situations where your person may tell you something or may kind of show you a quality or trait that maybe you're not crazy about. And they just want you to keep an open mind, right? So it's kind of that energy of you meet someone, they're amazing, but then there's something about them that you just really don't like, or there's some type of way that they make you feel a little bit uneasy. And it could be that feeling like they're hiding something or that they're keeping something secret. And when they finally do get around to telling you, it's going to be a little bit shocking and a little bit unnerving. But this person could quite literally be your soulmate, your twin flame. So there's a little nudge from Spirit to keep an open mind. Don't be so quick to judge, Taurus. All right, so now we're going to move on to Gemini. I love Geminis. All right, let's take a look at what we have for you and your person. Okay. So this is for you, the star. Have hope. Have hope. The star is also Aquarius. So you may be dealing with an Aquarius or someone who has Aquarius in their chart. If you are a feminine, predominantly divine feminine, we do have the way that your person feels about you. We have King of Pentacles showing up, which is a really wonderful card to have because it's a really great sign that your person is very committed. Okay, not only are they committed, but they're a serious type of person when it comes to relationships. So this is someone who really nurtures relationships. This is not the person who gets into relationships and just kind of takes everything day by day. No, this is the type of person who plans things. Okay, so if things are headed in a direction where it might be serious and you're not sure if there's going to be a proposal on the way, Gemini, I want you to understand this type of person has probably already started planning a wedding. Okay, with this King of Pentacles, this is a masculine energy. It could be a female with this type of energy. It's just energy. It has nothing to do with gender. But King of Pentacles tells us that this person, the way that they're looking at this pentacle, that's kind of how your person looks at you and the relationship. They're proud of you, I want to say. They take a lot of pride in you. When they go out or when they talk about you, they talk very highly of you, and the message is coming through very clear. With the star card, you may have been losing hope or may have not been sure, Gemini, of whether or not or where things are going with your person, especially if they are like an Aquarius, like an air sign. They tend to be very not, or it seems like they're non-committal. It doesn't mean that they are. It's just the way that they operate. Okay, but that doesn't mean that they're not all in. And you are also an air sign, so you of all people should understand. We do have the Five of Swords here for the both of you, and this card is telling us that there's some resistance. Okay, and this could be picking up the energy of your resistance to letting things go with the flow. Okay, so that's your message, Gemini. Gotta try and go with the flow. I know it's kind of hard, especially when you're in that like gray area with someone where you're not really sure where things are going. But that's why I'm so thankful for when the divine steps in and gives us signs, because that provides a lot more clarity. Okay, and that can be very reassuring here. And that's the goal. This reading is going to provide insights to your highest good. Okay, so we'll get an oracle card, a sign or a piece of advice, a lesson for you, Gemini. And then we'll move on to Cancer. Beautiful. I'm actually like picking up on like the energy, and I have to say it kind of got like really hot in here all of a sudden. It's a little bit like intense. When it comes to intimacy, things are pretty spicy. Interesting. And the oracle card for you is love. How beautiful, Gemini. Okay, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. So this is just a reminder from Spirit to stay in the vibration of love. Okay, especially if you feel doubt, you feel worry, you feel anxiety, you feel uncertain. Go back to the feeling that you feel when you are sure, when you are feeling like in love. And that's the way to stay in love. And of course, love yourself. Pour that love back into yourself. Sometimes we forget to love ourselves, especially if someone's loving on us so much, right? And your person clearly is super invested in you. All right, let's take a look for Cancer. Cancer, my water sign. Cancer. Let's see what we have for you. Cancer. Spirits, universe, divine. Provide us with messages for our lovely Cancer. Messages for our highest good. Give us insight into how our person feels about us. Okay, this is you, Cancer. The Death card. So you may have Scorpio. This is actually the card for Scorpio. You may have Scorpio in your chart, or your person may have Scorpio in your chart. This is about major transformation. And you could have broken up with someone, or things are kind of on the fence. Wow, I can't even lie. With the Tower and the Nine of Swords, things are pretty shaky. Things are pretty shaky. So I will give you 3 very clear messages that I'm getting from Spirit, which is number 1. Okay, you just went through hell and back. There's one of you out there, or a handful of you, very small handful of you, who it was on your end. There was just too much going on in your own life. It's almost the energy of like, it just really wasn't the right time when this person came into your life, okay? And you're just not ready. You just weren't ready. And the feelings were there, right? And I totally understand that. I'm feeling your energy right now. I totally understand. It's like the feelings are there, but when things are not the right time, it's just not the right time, right? And it's like if it had been at any other time in your life or under any other circumstances, things would have gone well. There's also a handful of you out there who you just are like, this is like your glow up period, okay? Your person, the way that they felt about you is they just felt extremely overwhelmed. It's the energy of someone who couldn't keep you happy, and they knew that they really could not keep you happy. And you may be saying, well, I don't really ask for much. I just want a loving, caring relationship. I don't feel like that's too much to ask for. Well, your person, and it could have been financial, I'm getting, they just felt inadequate in a number of ways. And so that just really kind of affected you. There was no foundation, okay, Cancer. And so without a foundation, of course, you can't build on anything. And is that also that energy of like, this could have been someone who like came death card, okay? It's like it was dead before it came back to life. It's almost like you've been back and forth with this person, whoever this person is, and it's kind of like you broke up, you got back together, you kept trying, but it's like clearly something's gotta give, okay? This is just really not working. And then I'm getting the third message is very clear, is there's another group of you who you are essentially just starting a whole new life, okay? You're on this completely new path. You've put the past behind you, okay? But there's something about with your person, for this next group of you, the way that they feel about you is they feel like there's something about you that reminds them of someone from their past. And it's really, I really am not too big a fan of this energy I'm picking up on from them. It's the energy of like you meet someone and they do things that kind of remind you of your ex. Something you're doing or something you're saying or the way that you're acting is reminding them of someone from their past. And it's really kind of stressing them out a little bit. But for the both of you, there's a potential for this to be completely life-changing, and it'll really surprise you. It's almost like this person, like they came out of nowhere. Like here you were starting a whole new life, and then you kind of met someone, and there's some feelings there, and there's like the potential for this to be like, this is the energy of like, it's so good that it almost doesn't feel real. Like that type of romance where it's unbelievably great, and it's almost like, is this really happening? No way. This can't be real. That's the energy I'm getting for some of you. Okay, so we're going to shuffle these. We're going to do Leo next. Okay, but first let's do an oracle card. Messages from the universe for Cancer, you and your person. Advice, suggestions, lessons, karmic lessons. I keep hearing the word karma for you, Cancer, for some reason. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what we have for you. I also feel like a rushy energy. I think that's Leo. I will get to you in a second. There's this like rushing energy. I'm really curious to see what pops up for that. All right, so surrender. Cancer, we have surrender for you. Your lesson, your suggestion, your advice, your sign from the universe is to surrender. And the mantra is, I can release my need to control. So this is very clear to me, and I hope it is for you. Surrender, let go. And this could be letting go of a current situation that is really has kind of outgrown itself, or just surrendering and letting things happen and stop questioning things, I want to say. All right, Leo, we need to get to this because I literally cannot. I literally cannot. I am just feeling like so much of a rushy energy, like coming in quick kind of energy. Like, yes. I'm channeling the energy of like a Knight of Swords, maybe, or even like another Tower card, possibly. We'll see what comes up. Okay, so for you, oh my goodness. Okay, at this point, I don't really get too surprised anymore because the divine just has its way of confirming. Knight of Swords. Like I said, Leo, there is this, like, this is you. Okay, this is your card. This is your person. That's Sagittarius, by the way. And then this is for the connection, the relationship. So, first of all, Leo, you are like, this is your energy, okay? It's Knight of Swords. See how he's rushing. Look at the horse. The horse's eyes. It's like it's almost scared, like at how fast this person wants to go. That's you. That's your energy and the connection. You're almost carrying your person in how fast you want things to move. That's not a bad thing, and it's not a good thing either. It's just your energy, okay? And I want to say your person is showing up like this. You see how in the Temperance card, this angel here is kind of slowly pouring back and forth. You want to go this fast. Your person wants to take their time, right? They want to slowly integrate their lives with yours. Temperance also teaches us, this is a major arcana card, and it's, like I said, also a card of Sagittarius. But Temperance teaches us about the fact that all things happen in its own time, in its own way. And the reason why it happens that way is because when you meet someone, okay, especially like a romantic partner, you are both individuals who are coming together to create, possibly even have children and create life, right? So there's a reason why there's a specific pace and a season and a time for everything, because you don't want to have a kind of a half-baked situation. And it's like the quicker you rush in is as quick as you can rush out. But when you take your time in a situation, over time, when you invest so much like time, energy, effort, money even, that builds up, okay? That builds up energy, it builds up commitment. It quite literally is an investment, I want to say. And the way that your person feels about you is that they want to take their time because they believe that it's worth it, and they have that desire to really invest in you, okay? This is not someone who is kind of just interested in like a fling, okay? But notice how there's like 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground. For some of you, you may have someone who's kind of 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out because they're not sure. But I want to say for a majority of you, it's kind of like more that testing the waters. So pay attention. And this is, again, really, the vibrational level of every person is different. Everyone's on a different journey, spiritually and emotionally. When it comes to emotions, okay, because waters have to do with emotions. For your person, when it comes to emotions, they are still testing the waters, okay? And they're still they don't want to just jump right in because this is a type of person, they may even be like an earth sign, okay? So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but they are very grounded. Okay, this is someone who's very grounded. They're not kind of like a dreamer, up in the clouds type person. This is someone who's very grounded. Okay, I don't want to say that they're that serious, but there is an aspect of them that is serious. For the connection, for the relationship here, we do have, as you can see, wands here, and the energy that I'm getting from this is just heaviness. Okay, it's very heavy energy. So when it comes to passion and desire, I don't want to get like rated R or rated X or anything like that, but when it comes to the intimacy, if you know what I mean, the energy is pretty heavy. Not gonna lie, it's pretty heavy. All right, so Leo, we're gonna do an oracle card, and then I'm gonna move on to Virgo. My lovely Virgo, I'm already picking up on your energy, Virgo, and I feel very peaceful and very calm right now. Curious to see what comes up for you, Virgo. All right, so Leo, you have the same message coming up here that we had for Cancer, which is surrender. And this is perfect. See, everything happens for a reason, guys. I can release my need to control. It's very clear. Divine knows, like, you're being watched, okay, by your angels, by your ancestors, by your guides, by all the angelic lights protecting you. And they're watching you, kind of having this energy of wanting to rush things. And this all ties into the need for control. You need to surrender and just trust and let things happen. Trust and let things happen. I want to encourage you and invite you to look into the Shade program. The Shade program is a shadow work program that we just started for Seed Tarot, and that is entirely guided using shamanism. Okay, so it's like going really deep into the subconscious mind, because a lot of times when you have a need for control for things, it typically is a sign that there's some unhealed trauma or unhealed wounds. It can also be a sign that you may have some like repressed memories or energies that you have to kind of work through. All right, so Virgo, I'm feeling this very calm energy, and I'm kind of slowing down because I'm really like tuning in to that energy for Virgo, which is very relaxed, very calm, not spastic. Okay, we just left the energy of Leo. Now we're in Virgo right now, and I'm just feeling very calm, I have to say. So how are you showing up? Page of Pentacles. You are communicating. Pages are also typically messages. Okay, so messages regarding Pentacles, which are 3D things. So you are wanting to communicate, or wanting to talk a little bit more seriously with your person about finances. Also, there are a few of you who could be kind of still just kind of talking to someone new. There are others of you who either you or your person is younger. There's like kind of an age difference in the relationship. Interesting. Someone is into their boss here for Virgo also. I felt the need to say that. Wow. All right, Virgo. So your person, we have the Fool card. Like I said, I literally said this is something new, and we have the Fool card, which is like the very beginning of the tarot. So this is a card that tells us you're on a new journey. There's a new journey, new relationship here. For another group of you, Virgo, the energy is new. It's It's spontaneous also. It's very playful, flirtatious type of energy here. And that's how they feel about you. They feel like you have this outlook on life that's very refreshing. I want to say specifically, someone, when they think about you, they just think like, wow, this is a breath of fresh air. Like being with you, dating you, or thinking about being with you is just so refreshing because they've really never met someone else like you. That's what they want to say to you. When it comes to the relationship or the connection, two things. So first of all, the Lovers card. So absolutely, this is a potential twin flame soulmate connection here. And if it is a twin flame, you already know that it is, like down to your core, deep in your bones. You know that this is like a person for life type situation. But also there's others of you who you're kind of in a dilemma, okay? There's a choice that needs to be made. And you're not sure if you should end things and be with someone else or look at your options. You're also not sure if you should stay free and single and just kind of do your thing. There's some of you who are not sure if you want to commit. You kind of still want to. I want to say there's a few of you who you may be with someone or thinking about being with someone, but you really want to talk to someone else. And this energy of there's someone that you want to talk to, but they're kind of hard to get, I want to say. And I don't mean hard to get like they're playing hard to get, but I want to say they're a little bit out of reach. And that goes back to the message that I mentioned about someone kind of having feelings for their boss. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's almost like kind of hard to get them alone. That's also another thing. Or it could be vice versa. And this could be someone who, if it's not a boss, it's someone who is, I guess, and if you're like in, I don't know, in the police academy or military, it's kind of like they're like a higher rank than you, maybe. Yeah, that's it. So let's do your oracle card, Virgo, and then we'll move on to Libra. Oh, hi, Yuki. Hi, Ashley. I'm so sorry. I've just been in the zone. I didn't even look up at the chat room. Okay. Balance. Okay, so this person is maybe a Libra, actually. All right, so I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So your message, Virgo, your suggestion, your guides want you to be and stay balanced, okay? And the key to being balanced could be that your intuition is telling you not to commit and not to settle down, maybe for a few of you. And that there's a reason for that. To keep things balanced in your life, there is a need to stay single, and that could be because you may be the type of person, once you get into a relationship, you kind of reprioritize and all your focus and attention goes in that direction. And there's a major lesson to be learned about that. Others of you, it's more about gaining balance in the connection, okay? Gaining balance in the connection, especially very specific message. If you're interested in someone who's maybe kind of like, I want to say it feels like or seems like maybe they're kind of giving the bare minimum. Is this energy of like breadcrumbing. Stay balanced, okay? There's an energy of that coming through. So I want to say the message from Spirit is very heavily emphasizing, like, please say it louder if you can. Say it louder. I'm speaking as loud as I can. Stay balanced. Someone's hormones may also be imbalanced. I don't know why, but that's coming through. Libra, talk to me, Libra. Talk to me, Libra. How are you showing up? Picking up on like a light energy. And here we have a beautiful 3 of Cups, which is very lighthearted looking celebration. We have friends here. So you are showing up with your person. Just, you may just be friends right now, or this may be someone who is, or you met them through a mutual friend, or at an event, at a special event or a celebration, a gathering of some sort. But the way that you're showing up is also the energy of just kind of wanting to be friends first. For you, you're the type of person who, if you can't be friends with someone, it's almost like, what's the point? If I can't even be your friend, how can we be in a relationship? Your person, interesting. We do have temper showing up again, which is, of course, Sagittarius. So the way that your person feels about you is they feel like you are like an absolute angel. There's almost like this energy of feeling like they like how you take care of things. They like how you take care of yourself. They like how you take care of your home. They like the special care and attention you do. You're very meticulous, very detail oriented. I want to say very specific things coming at me right now. Messages, I'll just call them out. They like the way you dress. They like the way that you do your hair. They just like everything about it. They like your style. They appreciate how positive you are. And they like they like your work ethic. Lots of compliments. This is probably someone who compliments you a lot, Libra. But that's how they feel about you. And the way that they see the connection is that this has the potential to be a blessing in their life, and they do feel like this is something that is divine, and it's come from God. That's what someone literally just said to me. I feel like she came from God, or I feel like he came from God. Okay. For the connection, interesting. For the both of you, actually, we do have 5 of Cups here, which typically, I mean, it looks obviously someone in a dark hooded cloud, and kind of looks like there's no sun, and it looks a little bit sad here. But energetically, what I'm picking up on for this card in particular has more to do with this, like, not really no longer interested. See how they have their back turned towards these 2 cups over here, and they're kind of focusing on these fallen ones. So it's the energy of someone who has no, they're not looking anymore. That's what it is. They've lost their taste for wine. They're like kind of like, oh, so interesting. Libra, you may have fallen for someone who maybe they were like the player type, or they were the type who maybe likes to have like 2 people at the same time, but it's almost like they're turning their back on that, or they're kind of like looking away. I'm getting a very interesting and specific message and I really feel like this is just one person, and I'm just gonna tell you. So there's one of you, you're in an interesting dynamic where there's someone like who's like changing their ways, and the reason why they're doing it is because of you. Like, literally, there's something about you that is so humbling. It's like almost that energy of, you ever met someone who's just like so sweet and so nice that you're like, wow, this person's an angel. Like, literally, like, God must be watching me right now. This is that energy of like, it's very interesting. It's the energy of someone who feels like almost like doing you wrong would feel like they know that if they did you wrong, like, they're absolutely going to, you know what? Like, they absolutely know that they'll be screwed. Every part of them knows that they really just can't be that way anymore because of some influence that you've had on them. That is so interesting. All right, Libra. So we're going to do an oracle card, suggestion, lesson, or points of advice from the universe for you. And then we're going to move on to Scorpio. Gratitude. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. This is what part of what I was picking up on as well, is that your person feels so grateful to have you in their life because, like I said, that feeling, that vibe of kind of like that angelic vibe, you've done something, you've made an impact on them that almost makes them want to be a better person, and they're thankful for that. So the message from the divine is simply that, is to be grateful that they're grateful, and just to stay in that vibration of gratitude, being thankful for every moment that you have in your life, and continue to have that influence on not only your person but everyone around you. Everyone around you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for what you're doing for the collective, really, because that's such a beautiful energy to have vibrationally. If you're having that kind of effect on people where you want to where they feel like they want to be a better person because of you, that's really lovely. All right, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you, Scorpio. I want to know, how are you showing up? How does your person feel about you? Spirits, guides, universe, divine. Tell us how Scorpio's person feels about them. Of course, I am absolutely not surprised, Scorpio. This is you, the high priestess, showing up here. This is higher intuition. This is a psychic. This is just having a knowing. You just know things, okay? So that's how you're showing up. You're very clearly showing up as someone who is royal, who's someone who is divine, someone who knows and recognizes the divine in themselves, and therefore you're able to be respectful and be loving and kind and caring of others because of your energy. That's just how you are. And it's almost this energy of, because you know things, you understand that you have a higher responsibility with that knowledge. In addition, I want you to go ahead and look up the astrological things that are happening with the planets right now, because there is something important that's happening astrologically. Go back to your birth chart and take a look, because there is some heavy energy that's coming towards you. I'm quite literally having this vision just out of nowhere of just this cosmic scene of different meteors and things like coming towards me. So there's a message here, a higher message for you as well, to look into that, and it's going to affect this relationship that you're having. So the chariot is Cancer, so you could probably be dealing with a Cancer. Okay, I look at your Ketu and your Rahu as well. If you have a placements or anything with Cancer, but your person, you make them nervous. There's something about you that just makes them nervous, like so nervous. And it's not a like stressful type of nervous. It's more of a sensual, like a very sexy kind of like nervous, like your person, the way that they feel about you. I will tell you right now, your person does not go out anywhere with you without like going back into the bathroom. If you see them or you notice, like, why do they always have to, it seems like they always have to use the bathroom like every 5 seconds. Like, you go out with them, you know what they're doing? They're going to the bathroom, or they're going to go check and see how they look. They feel very insecure. Not insecure, no, it's more like self-conscious. Okay, your person, the way that they feel about you is they're just almost kind of like, they feel very shy. Your person could be very, very shy. Of course, if you're with a Cancer as well, that's where that's coming from, is they're just bombarded with so much emotion for you that it's almost like they're a little bit overwhelmed with the way that you make them feel, Scorpio. Okay, also, for the connection, the way that things are moving forward, they clearly are with the Chariot card. Things are moving forward. Okay, I'm getting another message. There is a small group of you who has who has already like kind of moved on from a situation. If not now, you will be, but I'm already picking up on like some breakup energy, and it is simply because you kind of put your person through it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what you did, but you just kind of put your person through it, that other person you were with in the past. But mostly because they were unfaithful, okay? And I want you to understand that the divine knows that, okay? So when people do other people dirty, do people wrong, Scorpio, trust me, there's really no need to feel any type of way about it anymore. It's dead, done, over with. Move on, because they will get what's coming for them. And guess what? It probably will be love and wonderful things, because the divine wants good and wonderful things for everyone. And that love that they're going to have is going to be very humbling, and they're never going to forget you. They're never going to forget the impact that you made on them in that relationship. But that's the point, okay? The divine did not want you to stay with someone who you knew the entire time. You felt it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's almost like the energy of like you have to teach somebody how to love, okay? They weren't having that. The divine did not want that for you. You were basically with someone who you had to teach them how to love you, who you had to teach them. You literally taught them what love is. You taught them what passion is. You taught them what intimacy is. And that is so that time has passed, okay? That karma has passed. Okay, you're done doing that. You're done teaching people. You're done, being this person who has this responsibility. And divine now just wants to give you a relationship where all you have to do is show up. Okay, and someone's gonna love you just as hard as you love them. Period. Okay. So things are moving forward energetically, okay? If you're with someone, things will move forward. If there's this desire to take things to the next level and commit, the energy is supporting you. It's there. If you are just got out of a situation, or you're considering like, moving on into another situation, understand things will move forward, okay? And it will be in your favor. It absolutely will be. Let's get a oracle card for Scorpio. And then we're going to get into Sagittarius. I just suddenly got a little bit like stuffy, but it's also kind of like this feeling like almost like, I don't know, like that feeling that you have like if you've ever had like a really long cry. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. That may be for you, Scorpio, but also I'm picking up that might be for Sagittarius. There are some of you who may have been crying. Yes, Sagittarius does have feelings, and Sagittarius does cry. For the rest of the zodiac who may be like, Sagittarius, oh my goodness. All right, so Scorpio, freedom. Is this not confirmation, or is this not confirmation? I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So for that collective, or that population of you, Scorpio, who are still kind of on the fence, or really heading towards ending things, freedom is on the other side, okay? And for those of you who are in a committed relationship and things are moving forward, understand that whatever fear you may have about needing to control, or just not wanting to question, or being fearful or doubtful because you may have experienced someone who betrayed you or was unfaithful in the past, you're going to be set free from that. That is how the divine is supporting you, Scorpio. You will be liberated from that constant need, or kind of wanting to look over your shoulder. You're not going to have to do that. Like I told you, what you have in store for you is a million times better than what you were dealing with. So if you were dealing with someone who kind of made you feel paranoid, it's almost the energy of someone who maybe they were a narcissist or something like that, but it's this energy of like someone who may have been like someone in your past who you were dealing with was just very like a pathological liar, and they just were very deceitful, and you just always knew, like you always knew that they were up to something. You're done with that, okay? The person that the divine has in store for you is someone who, like, they're not gonna feed that. They're gonna feed your confidence. They're gonna feed you with love. They're gonna feed you, quite literally. That's just what I needed to say. They're gonna feed you. They're really gonna feed you because you were essentially starving in what you were in before. Whoever you were with in the past, they really could not fulfill you emotionally or sexually, for that matter. I have to be honest. All right, so Sagittarius, I'm still picking up on that like sad energy. Why is that? Someone is sad. Someone is sad. Sagittarius, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Sagittarius, someone wants something real here, and they've been dealing with clowns, I want to say. Sagittarius, what do we have for you? We have the Chariot, okay? So this is the energy of energy itself moving forward. It's also passions, desires moving forward. Oh, okay. So your person, we have King of Pentacles here. I'm picking up on like insanely specific situations, okay? I'm hearing, seeing, and feeling all these different life experiences at once. So I'm just going to kind of unpack this little by little. So there is a situation here where there is someone who reprioritized or prioritized their children over a relationship. There is also another situation where someone has quite literally moved, like physically, geographically, from one location to another location to be with someone. There's also another situation where someone has also moved, but they did it because they needed to get out of a toxic or a harmful or hurtful situation. Okay. And then there is another life experience that I just experienced now, where someone has decided that they're going to start a new career. They're leaving another career to start a new career because, and this could be COVID related, but the majority of it has a lot to do with finances. Okay, so there's a lot of like heavy financial stress going on that I'm picking up on, okay, overall. I really don't want to cry because I just got my lashes done, you guys. Oh, but I'm picking up on this energy, okay? Wow. And it could also be your person, okay? Or maybe I feel like there's others of you. There may be a small group of you, because I'm getting this energy of someone you just met, or someone you're thinking about talking to, and they just got out of a really painful situation. I'm also seeing someone who's lost someone in life, okay? And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a close family member. It's just like maybe even knowing someone, having a mutual friend who's lost someone. Someone's really lost someone, okay? Also, one final message. For another group of you, the way that you're showing up in the connection is you want to move forward. You want to move from the kind of talking stage to more like commitment. There's others of you who are committed, you're in a relationship, and it's like you want to move forward towards more serious things. And your person wants the same thing, but overall, it's going to require some steps for example, to take the next step in like things being more serious, you may have to move in together, or you may have to purchase a home together, something like that. Like there's a bunch of steps that have to happen for some reason. That's the message I'm getting. Like there's a whole checklist of things that need to happen for you or your person in order for things to move forward. Okay. Because here, like, there's the energy of like this desire to move forward, but this isn't like they're not clearly, as you can see, they're not moving. They're kind of sitting down. These two cats here, these two Egyptian cats here, they're just sitting down. They're not actually moving. So it's the energy of wanting to move forward, but not really actually moving forward. That makes sense. And then your person here is like just kind of like physically, like they're just sitting down. And it's the energy of someone who's just, they're not in a rush, and they're not really, they don't feel compelled to move. It's almost the energy of like maybe you want to move and your person doesn't. Like you have all these ideas and you want to go to all these places, Sagittarius, like you want to go on this trip or you want to go do something, but your person's like, I'm good, or like they're not really in that same energy. Okay. And the reason why is because they're content. Like they don't feel like they want to go anywhere. They don't want to do anything. They're happy with you. They're happy where they are with you. Okay. For the connection, we do have the 8 of Cups here. So this is that energy of wanting to walk away and leave behind what you're seeing now to go somewhere else. Because after this is a 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is like having your wishes, your dreams come true. So that energy of, this is the energy of wanting to move or wanting to go from one place to another, or wanting to follow a dream, follow a desire. Okay, let's get an oracle card out for Sagittarius, and then we will move on to Capricorn. Oracle card for Sagittarius, and then we'll do Capricorn, and after that we'll do Aquarius. Yay, happiness. Thank God. Thank goodness. Okay, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Okay, so the divine spirit, universe wants you to know that they do want you to move. Okay, they do. Okay, and they do, because when you feel that happiness, that excitement, when you think about going to that place or doing that thing or whatever it is, moving or getting out of a situation that you're in right now to get into a better situation, follow that feeling of happiness, because that means that you're on the right path. Okay, that means that you're in alignment with what's destined for you. When you follow that good feeling, that excited, happy, curious feeling, I wonder what it's like to live here, or it's like, I wonder what it's like to visit to this place, or I wonder, even quite literally, I wonder what it's like to be with this person instead of this person. Okay, Sagittarius? So it will never steer you wrong. Follow that feeling of happiness. And also, for those of you who may have been spending a little bit of time crying or being sad or upset about anything, understand that the way that the divine is supporting you is that there's some serious joy coming your way. It's wonderful news. All right, Capricorn. Talk to me, Capricorn. What's going on with you and your person? Spirits, the universe, divine, please provide us messages for our highest good for Capricorn. How does their person feel about them? So, Capricorn, you have for you the 8 of Cups. Your person, we have the moon, could be Scorpio, could be Cancer you're dealing with. Okay. And then we have 3 of Swords. So, Capricorn, I am seeing very clearly here in the cards, the most obvious things. Okay, you walking away, there being some heartbreak, and your person just feeling like they just can't trust you, or there's something hidden. Okay, that's just exactly what it is. Or your person having betrayed you, or done some things behind the scenes, betrayed you, or just kind of did you dirty. That's clearly what I'm seeing in the cards. Energetically, okay, the energy that I'm feeling more and that I'm channeling at this moment is a little bit of a different situation. So there's a handful of you. The way that you're showing up is, yes, you have been through some things in the past and you want to do things differently. Also, when it comes to the relationships, Capricorn, you are the type of person who you don't like to just get into a relationship that is going to be lukewarm. You also really, I just have to say it like I'm hearing it. You need somebody who's on your level. You're not interested in downgrading. Okay. And you may have been in with a situation like that in the past where you just felt like things were really like they weren't reciprocating, like they weren't meeting you halfway. And that's why you take so long to get into relationships, right? Because you're not the type of person to walk in and walk out the next day. I mean, you could be, but really, like, energetically, what your deepest desire is to be with someone who is like your ideal, right? And so for that reason, you are just whoever you're meeting, like the person that you're talking to right now, it's like if they're not like it, or if they don't got it going on, if they don't have like all these things that you're looking for, you are not trying to sell yourself short. You're not trying to sell yourself short anymore. I want to say also. The person that you're interested in, or the energy, because I'm getting a heavy energy of like a majority of you are single or still kind of dating around. And then some of you may be in a relationship and there's this desire to have an ideal situation. It's this unhappiness with how things are. And there's something that you want. There's something specific. I don't know what it is for all of you, but for like two of you, what you really, really want is to have children. Or it's energy of like wanting to reproduce. And that's why I said have children. It doesn't necessarily mean like actually have babies. Okay. It could be like starting a business or doing something with your person, but there's this energy of like you're in a relationship and you want more. Like you want to produce something like with your person. Like you want to have something that you share together that you both work on, like creating a legacy type energy. The way that your person feels about you is that they know your person knows that there's something going on with you, but they really don't know what it is, and they're having trouble communicating that with you. Okay, they're having trouble communicating something with you. For others of you, for the group of you that are single, which is, like I said, I feel like a majority of you, the energy of the person who is like heavy, like super into you right now just feels like you're very mysterious and they're trying to figure you out. They want to know more about you. And it's like this energy of like almost like kind of like secretly they worship you. I don't know if you are understanding that. But they really, and they may play it off. They may make it seem like, oh yeah, we're just friends or we're just talking type thing. But like behind closed doors, like it's like barking at the moon, howling at the moon. Like they like you bring something out of them. Like they like worship you. They really like, okay. It's also the energy of someone, you have someone in your life, Capricorn, who they're super into you and they're willing to wait for you and be patient for you. It's like you send them a text and say, hey, let's go here. At the drop of a dime, at the drop of a hat, they're there. Like they will answer the call because they feel that pull, that magnetism. The way that the moon affects the tides and the waves of the ocean, because of that gravitational influence. Like, that's the influence that you have on your person. That's how they feel about you. It's almost like they feel pulled towards you. Okay. For the connection, or for the, like I said, many of you are single, Capricorn. There is a acceptance. Okay. And it's that energy of, it may be painful to be single because you want to be in a relationship. It's that energy of, like, it's like you see other people, you see other couples, and it's like you want that, but it's painful because it's like you're not willing to downgrade. You are not willing to settle. You just don't want to settle. And it can be a little bit painful, okay, at times, because of course you're human, and there's parts of you that really does want intimacy. But at the same time, it's like, well, I'm not interested in being someone. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm going to regret. That is the biggest thing. And you know what? I really do feel like the divine has a lesson, more of a lesson than it's not so much advice, but more of a lesson and this is part of your karma. I'm picking up on this energy, and it's cosmic. It's destined. Okay. There's a big lesson for you to learn regarding that like wanting to, like, not wanting to settle. There's something about that. Interesting. Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So I know there's a few of you who's like clapping and snapping and like, yep, that's right. I know that I'm never actually alone. And then there's a couple of you that's like really hitting you like, yeah, that's me. That's how I feel. Like, it's lonely. It's lonely at the top, Capricorn. Many of you are like super smart or super successful, super wealthy, super abundant. And it can be lonely at times. But the lesson the divine is trying to teach you and support you is constantly giving you that warmth and radiance from the universe itself. The mantra here is, I know that I am never alone, Capricorn. And there's a bunch of you who do realize that, and you're a very powerful manifester. You're able to manifest your own joy, your own happiness. And that is what has helped you be successful, is just, Capricorn, you're just on that grind. You're just on that grind. And you look ahead. You don't look at immediate satisfaction. And that's why you're not willing to settle. And I think that your person, or the people who are interested in you right now, like, they know that, because you're very clear about that. All right, Aquarius. We're doing Aquarius now. After Aquarius, we're going to do Pisces. And yes, I will provide the replay if you're interested. Aquarius. Okay. Divine is saying, I need to shuffle 2 more times just for you, Aquarius. Always got to be different. All right. Aquarius. Spirits, guides, universe, divine. What messages do you have for Aquarius? How does their person feel about them? How does your person feel about you, Aquarius? Okay. Interesting. Okay, so for you, your card is Queen of Wands. This is a very confident, very sexy, very, very attractive kind of energy to have. So this is how you're showing up in the connection. We have the Fool card for your person. And then we have Wheel of Fortune for the both of you. So the way that you're showing up is full of confidence. Okay, this is very fiery energy. Okay, this is also a card of Sagittarius. So you may have some fire in your chart somewhere in your birth chart. For your person, we have the Fool And then for both of you, like I said, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So destiny, this is fate. Okay, so if you are in a relationship right now, it is very clear and very obvious to me at this time, both in the cards and the energy that I'm feeling right now, that this is purely destiny. Okay, this is fate. This is your soulmate. This is your twin flame. This is your person. Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. And the way that your person is showing up with a Fool card here, this is like someone who's like getting ready to take a leap of faith. Okay. And getting into a relationship with you really did feel like that for this person. The way that they felt about you was like, it might be a little bit risky to get involved with this person for whatever reasons. They had their reasons. And I'm getting that it could have been that they were in a very like difficult situation in the past where they experienced some betrayal or some loss or some deceitfulness that kind of rubbed them the wrong way. But they decided, you know what? I'm willing to take a chance on Aquarius. So they took that leap of faith with you, and they're so glad that they did. So glad that they did. For others of you, I'm also experiencing some other life experiences here all at once. Okay. Others of you, the way that you're showing up is that in the connection is a little bit overzealous. And I say that because there's this energy of just being very dominant, okay, with this fire card here, Queen of Wands. Very, very confrontational, I want to say also. There's this energy of just, you know what you want and you're going to get what you want. That kind of energy of just confidence, okay? Just intense confidence, almost to the point of, sorry, I have to say it, but a little bit arrogant, okay? And the way that your person feels about you, it's almost kind of like it takes them aback a little bit because they've never really dealt with someone. This is a type of energy. Your person is the type of person that they've more than likely have always been the one who got their way in situations. And it's like with Aquarius, it's like, okay, I guess I can't pull that on them. With the card here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So, like I already said, this is destiny, this is fate, this is a situation. It's just very karmic. It's very, everything happens like it's serendipitous. And you may be in a situation where you're seeing like numbers, like numerology, like 333, 555, 777, things that are lining up because of this. Also, there's this little black cat in this Queen of Wands picture, and that typically means it's a message or a sign that there's some kind of occult influence, okay? Meaning there's something hidden. And the way that you're showing up is you've got some baggage, you've got some stuff going on, or some stuff that happened to you, or you just got some stuff, okay? And obviously you're hiding it, and you're projecting because we have the Queen of Wands here holding this big, beautiful sunflower. So this is like having this like ultimate, like very vibrant, sunny, okay, it's a sunflower. So very sunny, optimistic, positive. So that's what you're projecting or putting out there. But there's this like layer, right? Right underneath this layer of this hidden side. And it could be there's some of you who may have like anger problems, or some of you who you have something going on that you're not really like putting out there. You're just having this like really happy and positive. You're operating from that place and putting that out there. And your person, the way that they're showing up in the connection is just they are truly, they're not hiding anything. There's nothing hidden. There's a little bit of baggage here. They may have a little bit of baggage, but they're inside and out, through and through. They actually are positive. And it's the energy of like, maybe you go to bed at night and you may still have like some thoughts. Okay, you may overthink about things, but your person, like, they don't question anything. They don't like overthink at all, because they know, just like you know, that this is a situation, like it might be like your soulmate, your twin flame, like this is meant to be. They feel the exact same way, and they are aware of that. Okay, so we'll pull an oracle card for you, Aquarius, and then we'll move on to Pisces. So Pisces, I will get to you in a second, but I will say I'm feeling like super like lovey-dovey right now. I don't know why. It's just love. Love is in the air. Aquarius, denial. So your message, your advice, your lesson from the divine has to do with denial. Okay. And it's orange because orange is the color of your sacral chakra. That chakra is located right like at your sacrum, which is your hips. And so I would encourage you, just point of a suggestion from spirit, is to look into how to unblock your sacral chakra. You will be mind blown and amazed at how much that resonates when I want you to, after this reading, go look it up and just start learning about how to heal your sacral chakra, because this is affecting your relationships, if not now, in the future. And for the group of you that are still single, it's likely because of your sacral chakra. And denial here, there's a lesson, there's a soul lesson from spirit, from the divine, that is wanting you to confront and stop denying something. And I'm picking up very specifically something to do with someone who has anger issues. Someone who has anger issues. And it's specifically the energy of like I said, with that like Queen of Wands, it's like projecting and putting it out there that you're fine, there's nothing wrong, like, oh, I'm positive, like, I'm happy. But like there being something under the surface, you really aren't. Like when you pop off, you pop off. When you get angry, you just completely like lose your ish. Okay. So that is directly from spirit for you, Aquarius. All right. Pisces. Talk to me, Pisces. Talk to me, Pisces. I'm just going to shuffle that real quick as well. Spirits, guides, universe, please provide us messages for our highest good. For our highest good only. How does our person feel about us? How does Pisces person feel about them? What is the outcome? Provide us with information and insight into the connection. The connection for Pisces. Perfect. Okay. Pisces, someone that you're involved with literally feels like you are perfect. They feel like you're a perfect specimen. That sounds so weird, but that's what I had to say. So this is you, Pisces. This is your person. And this is the outcome, I want to say specifically. Also, this is a card for both of you, which is 10 of Pentacles. So for you, we have the Fool card. And like I was channeling this energy of just being so in love. I'm being so la-di-da-di-da. So there's a handful of you, a group of you, Pisces, who are like so in love. Like you are just over the moon. I really love this energy, and I wish I could just spend the rest of the day in your energy right now. This is energy of just being so in love, okay? Also, for others of you, there's an entirely different collective of you that I'm picking up on who's feeling more like just you're seeing the whole world for the first time. You're just exploring energy, okay? And there's this energy of just looking at things differently from an entirely new viewpoint, just seeing life almost like as if you had been reborn. Seeing life as if you've been reborn. Also, there's some of you just thinking about taking a leap of faith, thinking about taking some sort of risk, okay? And your person here, we have a King of Pentacles. So this is someone who is, when they think about you, when they think about the connection, this is someone who is serious about commitment. They are all in. They are nurturing. They are considering this connection as something that has the potential to be a long-term situation. In addition to that, I do have a specific point. that I do need to make, because I did just experience someone's situation right now where you're dealing with someone who, when it comes to emotions, it's like you see glimmers of it or glimpses of it, but it's not substantial. It's almost like you can tell that they care about you, but there's a lack of, like, passion, I wanna say. There's a lack of romance. So the person that you're dealing with may not be that romantic, but they're serious about you, okay? You could be dealing with a Capricorn, you could be dealing with Aquarius. The outcome or the overall, we do have 10 of Pentacles here. Also Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Had to throw that out there. Or Gemini. 10 of Pentacles here. This is ultimate, complete joy, complete satisfaction. This is everything you could possibly want or dream of. Okay, 10 of Pentacles is like the ultimate. All right, ultimate joy, ultimate happiness. So whether you're single, dating, or in a committed relationship, the outcome or the result is going to be good. Okay, so if you're walking into something brand new, understand that it's going to pay off. The effort that you're making, the risk that you're taking, it's going to be worth it. And if you're not sure, if you're in a long distance relationship, I am seeing that very clearly. There's a number of you who aren't in some sort of long distance situation where it's like when you are communicating with your person, you feel like this. I don't know why I'm doing this right now, but I'm just channeling. Okay, so this involuntary movements here, you just feel so connected, so intertwined with your person. And then it's like the minute you get off the phone, the minute you're not really with them, you miss them. And Divine wants you to know, Spirit wants you to know that they feel the same way about you. And I'm picking up on your person's energy as well. They think about you when you're not communicating, when you're not talking. They do. They do. And I'm sorry, but it is really just heavy, more thinking than feeling. But that does not mean that their love for you is any less than the love that you have for them. Okay. You both just personality wise and the way that you operate is just very different. Okay. And you may be very, very like emotional, romantic type, and maybe they're not, but they are serious about you and they are committed to you and they do think about you. Okay. And what they want with you is everything. They want to have everything with you. That's the overall thing. The person that you will end up with if you're single, it's going to be the type of person who wants to have it all with you. Okay? A person who wants to have it all with you. Let's do an oracle card. For Pisces. Okay, so for Pisces, we have here regret. The mantra is, I know that I cannot change the past. Okay, so there may be some of you who broke up with someone, or you're thinking about breaking up with someone. Someone broke up with you and you're having some regrets about maybe things that you may have said, maybe things that you did, and you're kind of going in the cycle. Like, was it something I said? Was it something I did? Kind of regretting, having some regrets about what your role was in the relationship. And your message from the divine is to just understand that there's nothing that you can do to change the past, and all you can do is move forward. Okay. And be kind to yourself. Be forgiving of yourself. Okay. What you have in store for you in the future, if you're currently single or this recent breakup and it's still fresh, just know there really is nothing that you can do to change anything. Okay. All you can do is move forward. And it's easier said than done, of course. But understand that the way that you're being supported from the universe is the potential is there. Okay. And we're all just waiting on you, Pisces. okay? The divine, everyone, your whole spirit team, we're all just waiting on you. When you've gotten out your cries, when you've gotten out all your feelings and processed all your emotions, whenever you're ready to have this, you will have it. Okay? We're waiting on you. That is the message from Spirit. Whenever you want what you want, the joy, the happiness, the commitment, the relationship, all the things, marriage, and so on, it will be yours. And that's okay. And that's okay, Pisces, because you are the type of person you feel your feelings and you feel them deeply, right? And that's okay. When you're ready to take the next step, to take that leap of faith, to take the risk, and to get back out there, to have that person, the person that shows up will match you vibrationally, okay? And that's why it's so important for you to get through all those emotions, even if they're not pleasant ones, because you have to go through all of that. Because by the time you meet the next person, the person you're going to be with, to spend the rest of your life with, you have to be a perfect match vibrationally, energetically, emotionally. So you have to get rid of all that baggage, all that negativity. Otherwise, if you stay that way, spend all your time that way, what you're attracting towards you is someone who's just like that, right? So when you show up in a relationship, in a connection, when you're first talking to someone or getting to know someone, leave it all behind, okay? Be like this person in the Fool card here. And that's the message is, yeah, you have a little baggage. Yeah, you've been through some things, but you want to have a completely different outlook and be willing to take the risk and be willing to embark on that journey. Because little do you know, all the things, all the qualities in a person that you never thought would exist. The type of person, like, you want someone who's strong, someone who's attractive, someone who's responsible. You want someone who's all these things. Oh, and also, by the way, you also would like them to be sensitive, right? It may seem like a wild thing, like, oh, that's a unicorn, they don't exist, but they do. They do. And your 10 of Pentacles is on the other side of that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wow. What a great reading. What a great reading. All right. So I hope that was just as enjoyable for you as it was for me. I really enjoyed interacting with all of your energies, and I look forward to connecting again soon. Please, please, please feel free to visit the online store, seenbyseed.com. We've got some really beautiful notebooks. We've got some coffee cups. We have clothing. We have all kinds of things. It is a metaphysical store. And I want to also invite you to check out the podcast on Spotify. Okay, because we've got some new things we've uploaded there for the collective, which are positive affirmations, and we will have an entire series of podcasts on relationships as well coming up soon. Okay, we do also have a sound bath, sound bowl healing experience coming to Amazon Prime Video next month, and that's very exciting. Please, please, please comment, subscribe, like my videos. That's the only way that we're going to be able to get the message out there for as many people. All the people who are meant to hear the message will hear the message. But I do appreciate the exchange of energy there. So every time you like a video, every time you comment, every time you subscribe, you're not paying for anything. That's just a really kind way of showing your appreciation. And I absolutely, absolutely receive that love, and I appreciate it so much. We'll do one final outcome card for the entire collective, the people who will end up watching these videos, who are meant to get their message. The final one Oh my goodness. The lovers. The lovers. Guys, that was not a trick, I promise you. Can't make this up. The lovers. So, everyone who's meant to stumble upon this video, understand overall the energy from the divine, from spirit, is super, super supportive of your interests, your desire to receive love, okay? To be in union with your soulmate, to be in union with your twin flame. The divine is supporting you in that energy, okay? So as your guide, as a vessel who's simply reading the cards, reading the energy, I am in this vibration of just pure love for you as well, okay? Leave me out of it. This is all about you. There is so much love and support, and it's divine love, okay? Because we've got Archangel Michael there. It's divine love. All right. Also, there's some decisions that a lot of you have to make, that you're gonna have to make coming up pretty soon. Okay, that is all that I have for you. Be happy, be well, and be blessed. I will join with you next time.